Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2017. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different because there's a lot of transfers. It's the first game, I guess, of the season. First episode of the season at the very least. There's a lot of ins, there's a lot of outs, and there's a UEFA Super Cup to play. So we will get a game. But first, I'm going to have to run through all the exciting transfers that have happened. Let's start with the outs. There have been nine meaningful outs. First one, Marcus Llorente, he has gone to Villarreal. He wasn't getting good. He basically, I think I qualified for the Champions League a bit too quickly to the point of where he wasn't ever going to get a chance in my squad. So he's gone to Villarreal for about, £1.6 million. There you go. Another one of my signings who wasn't that good, Nicholas Fulkrug. He's gone to Cardiff. I think I got £6 million for him. 2.2 million pounds. Yeah, again, transfer didn't work out in my favour. Another player off to Cardiff, it's Jack Stevens. He was another player who was never going to get in my side, and there's a very good reason. I'll tell you that when I show you the ins. Alejandro Arribas has gone to Vigo. Again, another centre-back, wasn't going to get any games. Loic Remy has signed for Wolves, £3.5 million, so that's a decent sum of money for a player who was never going to get in my side. He did the job when I signed him in the first season. Didn't really play too much the second season. He's moved on to Wolves. Another quite big out is Dusan Tadic. He has gone to Lyon in France. Again, not getting the games. When he did play, he wasn't that great. I probably could have got more money for him than what I did get, but I got enough. I got £4.2 million for him. Like I said, it wasn't the best money, but it was some money. Quite a big player to leave. Well, big in terms of cash. Matt Targett has gone to Watford for quite a large deal, actually. £7.5 million up front. And then I think there's another £1 million potentially coming in. I believe as well I do have a percentage of profit. So if he moves on from Watford for a fair sum of money, I'm getting some of that as well. And the final out, who's gone for some money at the very least, Jordi Clasie has gone to Wolves, £9 million. Huge amount of money for a player who wasn't getting in my side at all. The final bit of out business, Nathan Redmond has gone on loan to Schalke for the season. I don't know what to do with him. He's not a very good striker. He's a very good winger, but I don't pay wingers. So Redmond's spending another year abroad. This time he's going to learn German. Now it is time to show you some of the ins. Let's start off with a familiar face. Adrien Rabiot. He is back from PSG, once again on loan for the season. He's recovered from his hip injury, I think is what he had. They almost didn't loan him back to me. They were there saying, we want to give him some games. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll move on. I'll go for someone else. And then they went, actually, now we'll loan him out. So Rabiot's back. He's not the only one who's returned. As I've mentioned before, Filip Krovinovic has joined. He is on a backup contract, bear in mind. Backup, not even first team. I can sit him in the reserves for a year and he should be happy with it. He's come in for £13 million, making his loan deal permanent. I think that's a very good signing. And another player returning, this time Mateo Caldara, has signed for us. He's signed for a total of £7.5 million. He didn't play a huge amount last season, but he's a good player. He's 3.5 star current ability, 4-star potential. He's only 24 years old. He will get a lot of games. Annoyingly, I confirmed this transfer before I did another one. 21-year-old American centre-back, Craig Bracamontes. I don't know why I kind of rolled my R there. Craig Bracamontes. I found him when I was randomly just looking in America. I was going through the MLS sites. I was looking at some of their regens that have come in, and I saw this guy like a year ago. I could not sign him. I did manage to sign him this time round. He's come in for not the biggest of transfers, £10 million. But that is a very, very good centre-back. And he's only 21. This one's quite similar to my Nathan Dyer signing. I've signed Sam Byram from West Ham for not a lot of money, basically because he's English. And I'm in the Champions League and I do need English players. So Sam Byram's in, probably won't play too many games. Now some youth players, I guess. Most of these are going to be. Maximiliano Lavera, he's come in from Rosario Central. Yes, that's where he's coming from. Argentinian 19-year-old attacking midfielder, doesn't have a work permit. He's gone on loan to Spain, to Vallecano for the season, or however long it takes for him to become Spanish. He looks alright. He might never get a game for me, but he didn't cost much. He didn't cost anything, actually. He was completely free. Alberto Sanchez has come in from Zaragoza. He is an 18-year-old target man, striker. He's just about to get loaned out. I'm not sure where. They're not the best sides. I think they're like League 2 sides. Barnet want him. If he goes to Barnet, gets some games, sure. I don't really have a lot of hope for this guy, but he might get good. Northern Irish central midfielder Thomas Doherty. I've signed him for quite a lot of money at £1 million. But those mental stats there, that's why I bought him. He's a nice round shape, and mentally, he is spot on. He's cost me £1 million. He is on his way to Eastleigh, there you go, on loan, who are in League 1 now. So Eastleigh have skyrocketed up the leagues. Thomas Doherty is going to go and spend a season on loan there, and you might see him in a couple of years' time. A player that I've stolen from my feeder club, Botev Plovdiv. Atanas Spasov has come in, a goalkeeper, 16 years old, Bulgarian. He's got decent determination, decent teamwork. He's got some good stats. He's alright. He's only 16. He might get better. One of the South Africans that I bought a few years ago has actually now joined. Beckamina? Yep, that'll be his name. Beckamina Magubane. That guy, he is on loan at Botev Plovdiv for the season, obviously, because he doesn't have a work permit. But someone who was on loan at Botev Plovdiv now does have a work permit. And it's a big one. It is 19-year-old Ivorian goalkeeper Kouadio Kone. He has his work permit. He's 2.5 star, potentially 5 star potential ability. He will be playing every single game this season. If I have my way, he will start. And by if I have my way, I do have my way. He will start, unless he gets injured, obviously, then Fraser Forster will come in. But Kouadio Kone is the only one so far who does actually have a work permit. There is another signing that I have made, and I'm not going to lie, he's on quite a lot of money a week. £140,000 a week, if I'm precise. But there is a very, very good reason. Mario Mandzukic. He has signed for not a lot of money at all. £3.4 million from Juventus. He's a target man. He is a natural target man. If I play him alongside Gabbiadini for an entire season, imagine the amount of goals that they could get. He's in for 2 years. I wanted him on a 1-year deal. He was refusing to sign a 1-year deal, so he's in for 2 years. If I get one good season out of him and then have to move him on next season, amazing. If he's still good at 34, amazing. This is the entirety of my transfers then, so you can see £40 million has been spent, £36 million has been brought in. There's quite a lot of players who have left on frees, who have gone on loan. So some of the bigger names going on a free, obviously Alex McCarthy, just didn't want to sign a new contract. Ryan Seeger does have a lot of potential, wasn't ever going to get a game. Will Wood is another one, he's got a reasonable amount of potential, isn't going to get a game. Some players out on loan, Jan Valery to Aston Villa, that's a good one. Jan Bednarak to whoever they are. I tried to sell him, nobody wanted to buy him, so he's just going out on loan again. Josh Sims to QPR, Grant Corbett and Alfie Jones have both gone to Eastleigh. Slattery to Reading, Marcus Barnes has gone to Millwall. Aaron O'Driscoll's gone to Scunthorpe, and Harrison Reed, who again, I tried to sell him, no one would buy him, he's gone on loan to Wigan. There is another potential loan signing coming in, I won't tell you who that is until they join, if they join. They might not join, they might not even bother. There is some other news. For the Champions League, I have to go through the qualifying rounds. It's just the final one, it's the second best placed player for some weird nonsense like that. And I've got a real doozy of a draw. I've got Dortmund. Of all the teams, I have drawn Dortmund. I have to get past probably the second best German side currently. Maybe they are the best, I don't know. They're not as good as Bayern Munich, but still. I have to get past Dortmund to get into the Champions League. Literally every other team there, bar Dortmund and Juventus, I could have probably beaten. I've already beaten Juventus. Stick Juventus in the other pot. The only team there that I didn't want to draw was Dortmund. And I've gone and bloody drawn Dortmund. that's enough of admin for the day. We are going to go, and we are going to go play Arsenal in the European Super Cup, I think it's what it's called. Because Arsenal won the Champions League. We won the Europa League. So it's an all-English affair in Estonia, apparently, is where we're playing. Sure. We've made another signing, just in time to play Arsenal. Jack Wilshere has come in on loan for the season from Manchester City. He's cost me $700k a month. Sounds like a lot of money, but I'm, again, thinking he's English. I don't have a lot of English players, and he's also very good. UEFA Super Cup time in Tallinn in Estonia. We have Arsenal. Arsenal, obviously, they won the Champions League, so they're a pretty good side at the moment. Wenger's still in charge. Can't see that happening at the way things are going at the moment. The starting lineup will be as follows. Hold on. No, it won't. Fraser Forster is not in goal. Kouadio Kone, you're in goal. In goal, Kouadio Kone. Fullback of Hugo Mallow. Ball-playing defender Craig Bracamontes. Central defender Big Wes. Kieran Tierney in left-back. Midfield, pretty standard. Lamina, Key and Rabiot. Actually, I'm going to change that. Rabiot doesn't know the formation very well. It's going to be Lamina, Key and Thomas Delaney. Captain Thomas Delaney. Advanced playmaker Dennis Pratt. Strikers of Manola Gabbiadini and Mario Mandzukic. That's a deadly strike force right there. Arsenal are the favourites for this game. Quite massively, actually. 7-1 for Southampton to win. Stick a pound on it. That's £7 you might win. That Arsenal lineup is pretty petrifying. Considering their subs bench. They got Phil Jones for some reason. Lanzini, Welbeck, Walcott. That's a decent subs bench. Remember to do this. Always close down the wingers. Actually, not close them down. Tight marking even. Calmly. Nobody expects us to get a result here. Sure, that'll do. I'm not fussed. If I don't win this, I don't win it. It's like winning the Charity Shield, but for Europe. I don't think I've actually shown this yet, but the start fixtures for me are not in my favour. We do have Manchester United. Obviously, we've got Dortmund as well. We've got Chelsea, I think, in the middle of it as well. So I do need to pick up points early, or at least not just get hammered by all these teams. Bracamontes, the American centre-back. Dennis Pratt, Lamina, Delaney. Delaney, can he get it forward? He can't. He's found Tierney, though. Tierney, Delaney gets it back. Tierney gets it back. He's got a bit of space to run into. Is he going to run into it? He does. He's crossed it. Mario Mandzukic on his debut in a Southampton shirt. It's the away one. It's not the home one. 1-0 up against Arsenal in the UEFA Super Cup. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of the reason why I bought Mandzukic. Because he's a great target man and he gets his head on things. Corner. Cross comes in from Tierney. Mandzukic sticks his head on the end of it. 1-0 up. 20 minutes-ish on the clock. Key to Pratt. Pratt's got Lamina in front of him. Lamina's coming. He's coming forward. He's gone for it. He's hit it just wide. Normally, that would be a Lamina special. It's half-time. It is 1-0. I'm happy. Keep it up. Everyone looks delighted. Wonderful. Gabbiadini's not playing so well. I do still have Dembele. He's sat on the bench. I've also got Sam Gallagher's back. I'm not loaning him out this season. Corner. Key with the corner. Bracamontes was there. Doesn't get it. And Peter Cech can get it clear. To Cuadrado. Cuadrado flicks it on but doesn't get anywhere. Mallow's going to play it forward to Tierney. No, he's not. He's played it back to Big Wes. Dennis Pratt. Mandzukic. Gabbiadini. Lamina's making a run. Lamina's got the ball. He's kind of being pushed out wide though. Lamina, can he cross it in? He can. Gabbiadini's had an effort. Peter Cech with a save. It's a corner. That Key is going to take. It's coming to Gabbiadini. Cech with a save. That's probably going to end the highlight. Another corner. No, it's not. It's a throw on. Delaney. Hugo Mallo's got a bit of space. Lamina's got a bit of space. Lamina! What a man. What a hero. First goal of the season, obviously. First game of the season. Mario Lamina makes it 2-0 in the UEFA Super Cup. Are we going to get our second trophy in as many episodes? Mallow gets the ball, plays it to Lamina. Lamina had a lot more space than he should have had, and that's a great finish. 65 minutes on the clock. Dembele's going to get a run out. Let's bring on Jack Wilshere, shall we? Let's see how well the Arsenal fans adapt to that one. Being the Super Cup, do I get to use like 15 substitutes, or do I still only get 3? Because it's a normal subs bench, but normally you get to use a whole load of subs, right? Time is ticking down. There's like 10 minutes left. Mallow with the throw on. Lamina. Mallow gets it back. Big Wes. There's transfer speculation about Big Wes. Probably shouldn't have played him. Key. Wilshere. Tierney. Tierney's hit it just wide. Why was Tierney there? Big Wes. Tierney. Tierney's had so much of the ball. Wilshere. Delaney. Back to Wilshere. Mandzukic. It's 3-0. Mandzukic scores twice on his debut. I've just seen as well, Craig Bracamontes is on at 8.4 on his debut. I think Mandzukic and Bracamontes are superb signings. The ball comes through to Mandzukic. He's not going to miss that at all. 3-0 up. We are actually taking a trophy home. There's another highlight straight away. I was going to do a sub. I want to bring off Lamina because I don't want to get him suspended. But Lanzini, Walcott. Tierney muscles Walcott off the ball. Kone gets it clear. It's coming back. No, it isn't. Mandzukic, Dembele. Dembele's got some players running. Jack Wilshere is one of them. Wilshere has scored against his former club, and he is loving it. Dembele, through ball to Wilshere. Probably could have taken about 4 more touches. Doesn't bother. Lashes it at Peter Cech. Cech can't do a lot about it. We're 4-0 up with 5 minutes left. Lamina is coming off. He's going to get a standing ovation. Rabiot is coming on just to try and get him used to the formation. Ozil with a free kick for Arsenal. Phil Jones doesn't get his crossing, but comes back to Ozil. Alexis Sanchez at the back post. It is 4-1. We can't keep a clean sheet. Kone doesn't get a clean sheet on his debut, but he is going to pick up a winner's medal. Ozil crosses the ball to the back post, and Sanchez, very tight angle. Keeper probably should have done a better job of that one, but he's only a child. And that is probably going to do it. Key with the corner. Mandzukic is at the back. It's gone wide for a goal kick. That has to be the end. It is the end. 4-1 Southampton at the stadium in Tallinn for the UEFA, that one, UEFA Super Cup. That is another trophy. That was really special. Told you should have stuck £1 on at 7-1. Southampton lift Super Cup on a warm summer's evening at Lille Stadium. Southampton's Thomas Delaney lifted the Super Cup to complete a fairy tale journey for the team. Mandzukic makes Southampton debut, along with Bracamontes and Kone, who also make their debuts. We get £3.4 million, which is basically what I paid for Mandzukic. And that is going to do it. Next episode, I'm not going to show you the entirety of the Dortmund qualifier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Dortmund, the second leg, and Stoke, because it's going to straddle the end of the transfer window as well, so we can kind of round it all up in one go. There is another thing that actually I need to tell you about. Charlie Austin, he's out for 5 months, so Sam Gallagher's definitely going to get some games. So yes, next time you'll see Dortmund and Stoke and any other transfers. I don't think I'm going to do too many more because I'm screwed my financial fair play over, but with that, I will have to say thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2017. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.